Judgment in the matter of Commissioner of Police of the Metropolis versus DSD and another.
Between 2003 and 2008, John Worboys, the driver of a black taxicab in London, committed serious sexual offences against many women. The respondents to this appeal, who have been known throughout as DSD and NBV, were two of his victims. Both reported their assaults to the police. Subsequently, both women brought proceedings against the police. They alleged that there had been a failure to conduct effective investigations into Worboys' crimes. They claimed that those failures constituted a violation of their rights under Article 3 of the European Convention on Human Rights and Fundamental Freedoms. Article 3 provides that no one shall be subjected to torture or inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment. The main issue on the appeal was to what extent Article 3 imposes a positive obligation on states effectively to investigate reported crimes perpetrated by private individuals. The High Court and the Court of Appeal held that a positive obligation to investigate did exist, and that in this case, that obligation had not been fulfilled. Compensation was awarded to NBV and DSD. The Commissioner of Police of the Metropolis appealed to the Supreme Court, although it was accepted that whatever the outcome of this appeal, recoupment of any compensation that had been paid would not be sought. The main area of dispute was the nature of the positive obligation imposed by Article 3 of the Convention. In particular, the question arose as to whether that obligation relates only to systemic failures on the part of the police, or whether it also includes failures in the conduct of the investigation of the offences. The Supreme Court unanimously dismisses the Commissioner's appeal. There was disagreement between us as to whether liability under the Human Rights Act arose only where there had been systemic failures or whether deficiencies in the actual investigation of the offences would be enough to make the police liable. By a majority, we have held that failures in the investigation of the crimes, provided they are sufficiently serious, will give rise to liability on the part of the police. And we further found that there were such serious deficiencies in this case. There were, of course, both systemic and investigatory failures, but the important point to make is that if the investigation is seriously defective, even if no systemic failures are present, this will be enough to render the police liable. The court is now adjourned.